Good morning, my name is Damien Ivory. I am the owner of a small telco based in Tasmania called Lontel. Today I want to talk to you about the announcements that were made yesterday by NBN and how they will affect you and how they will affect the internet that you receive. So just a little bit of a background. There are multiple different technologies used by NBN to reach your premises. The original one was fibre to the premises, and this is almost inarguably the best way of delivering internet. However, it did require building a new lead-in, a new cable going from the street into your house, and that was relatively expensive. So this was the fibre to the premises, was what put out by Labor in the original model. The coalition came along in 2013, decided that was too expensive, and went back to using the old copper cables that of course already had been put into all the houses because for use by the telephones. So they repurposed the old network. The downside, of course, was that the quality of that internet, both the speed and the reliability, was very poor. The other technologies they used are HFC, which is the old Foxtel cable TV network. That is significantly better performance, but again, they've had significant problems with the reliability. And the final technology that is significantly used is what they call FTTC, fibre to the curb, which is very similar to fibre to the node. The difference is that instead of bringing the fibre all the way to a cabinet in the street, it's brought much closer to you, to the pit outside your property. But again, using that copper lead-in, because that was the expensive bit, the bit they didn't want to redo. So what the announcement was yesterday is that NBN are going to roll fibre deeper into the neighbourhoods that have FTTN. And they're going to do it to about half of them. It is unclear at this moment how they're going to decide which half, i.e. whether your property is going to have the upgrade down its street, or whether or not. Once they have put that fibre down the street, they will then wait for people to order a service that is faster than their current fibre to the node service can provide, and that will trigger an upgrade. I don't believe there are going to be any contracts involved, but they haven't said there won't be. The only reason why I say that I don't think there will be is because NBN don't have any method of doing a contract for a particular service. So, for all we know, you can order a service and once you get it, and then 3 days later cancel it again. But I think the presumption that NBN are making is that if you order a far higher speed service and pay more for it, then you'll keep it. So once that service has been ordered, then the NBN will do the fibre to the premises upgrade. So they'll bring the fibre into your house, and then you'll be able to use it just as an original fibre to the premises. So a couple of things to bear in mind, as I say, it is only half. And there's no indication of how they're going to select those. The other thing is that it does not affect HFC. That's the old Foxtel cable, or fibre to the curb. They are being upgraded, but it's unclear. But this is not affected by this announcement, and they were on track within the next couple of years to get higher speeds. But the downside with HFC and fibre to the curb is not only the speed, but also the reliability, and that I think is a big issue that NBN still don't really take into account. Is it's not the speed of fibre that's always important, it's the reliability of it. It's the always on. And with our current need to work from home, we can't have the internet go out for half an hour. during the middle of the day if we happen to be expecting to do a Zoom call at that particular point in time. And unfortunately, that is what HFC does. It actually will, you know, there'll be some issue in the central cabinet, and you'll lose the internet for 20 minutes, half an hour, while they either reboot it or the like. So it's a good move. We're very pleased at that they are actually now finally doing these upgrades. It's sort of 7 years too late because we felt like the fibre to the premises should have been the original technology in the first place. The coalition's answer for that is that they didn't think that there was the demand for the speeds back then, and indeed there weren't. But that wasn't the point. You don't do this stuff time and time again. You can't go and roll out new infrastructure every 5 or 10 years. Just the cost is just enormously high. In fact, that's exactly what they found. They expected the fibre to the node network, or the multi-technology mix, as they call it, to be significantly cheaper to roll out than the fibre to the premises. Well, it's not, because it wasn't. The original expectation for the fibre to the premises was some 43 billion, I believe. The final figure was 54, I believe, or 51. I can't remember exactly. So it was no cheaper, and we got a much poorer quality product for it. But at the end of the day, as an engineer, I have to look at this and go, well, it should have happened ages ago, but at least it is now happening, or at least it is now happening for half of the areas. What I'm unclear about is how those will be selected. I do hope, just as an aside, because their other announcement the day before was about enterprise Ethernet, and this is primarily a business grade service. My hope is that they don't look at business areas and say, we're going to do enterprise Ethernet for all that area, and not do the upgrade that we're talking about here, where people can go to standard fibre to the premises. Because the fibre to the premises product is actually very much usable by business. We are based in Launceston, and Launceston was rolled out with fibre to the premises very early on. And we have plenty of businesses who are using the fibre to the premises product and extremely happy with it. There is, if you compare enterprise Ethernet with fibre to the premises, there isn't really a lot in it for most businesses. It is a different network. There are some advantages to enterprise Ethernet, but to be honest, for most businesses, they don't need them. And so it doesn't make any sense to spend that higher price product. But NBN, of course, is looking to maximise its revenue, and they, so I do fear that they might well look at a business area and not do the upgrade, saying, you guys have to get enterprise Ethernet. We'll see. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.